Hello, today I'm going to show you how to replace a door seal on an Indesit or a Hotpoint washing machine or washer dryer. So for this job you're going to need a crosshead screwdriver, flathead, small flathead screwdriver, pair of cutters and some cable ties. Always remove the plug before starting any work. So first you need to remove the lid, 2 crosshead screws at the back, one either side. The lid should slide back and come away like that. So inside, next you need to cut this cable tie here. This joins the seal to the dryer duct. It can be a little bit awkward, so make sure you've got plenty of space. So you may need to hold the tub over this way to get access, but once you've removed it, make sure you've got another one roughly the same length to go around there later on. Next up, go inside the drum of the machine. Okay, so at the bottom of the seal there is a spring here. You need to get your flathead screwdriver in between the spring and the front of the seal and prise away. And just bring the screwdriver up and round and it should come away in your hand like that. So with the band removed, just get the front of the seal and pull it towards you to pull it away from the front of the machine, all the way around. And what you can now do is pull the seal down on the right hand side from the dryer duct. So next thing you need to do is get your hand roughly in there like that, push down and pull towards you and the door seal should come away. What you will find is there's a metal retaining band on the inside as well. Make sure you keep that to one side. And it's a good idea at this point to clean up the outer face and the inner tub face to stop any crud build up. And once you've done that, we can now proceed to fitting the new seal. Now, the bottom of the seal has a hole in it, and the dryer duct, if yours has one, will go around about 2 o'clock. There's also a little arrow at the top of the seal to locate with the top of the tub. So looking in, you can see this arrow here will locate with the arrow on the seal. Now what you're looking to do is get the outer lip here, and you want to make sure it goes over this lip so that the plastic is in that gap there. Obviously making sure you've got it all correctly lined up. So make sure your arrow at the top is in the right place. If you have a washer dryer, sometimes it's better to put the dryer duct in place first, then you can sort of focus on fitting the seal to the tub. Not having a removable front, it can be a fiddly job. Just make sure you've got plenty of space around you to do the job. And that. So as I said, that's the reason I've told you to start with the dry duct first, so you can get it located and get behind there. You can see the seal is going over the edge of the tub there, and that's what you want to do all the way around. So once you think your seal's fitted, make sure you run your hand all the way around the edge of the tub just to make sure that it is even all the way around. If it feels like it's out in one place, make sure that is completely even and feels like it's on. So next we need to fit the band. So what I'm going to ask you to do is actually remove the seal from the duct again, because you'll need to get the band through, up and over. So make sure that's not connected. Try not to pull the seal off the tub while you're doing that. Then you want to get your inner band in this gap here, all the way around. So get the band behind the dryer duct, then you're better off putting the seal back onto the dryer duct to keep the band in place, because these can be very, very tight. And like I said, you want to run it into that gap like that, all the way around, so it looks like that. Again, once you think you've done it, run your hand all the way around to make sure that the spring is in that gap there. If you're having trouble, it may pay to tilt the machine back, as I did. So tilt it back against the wall there or something like that. And sometimes it's useful to put some washing up liquid neat on your fingertips to allow a little bit of lubrication on that spring, because as I say, it is very, very tight. So next we need to be replacing our cable tie. It needs to go above these two little nodule bits. So make sure you've got that. If you haven't got a cable tie long enough, sometimes it's better to join two together. Just make sure they're tight. So it should look something like that. You can now snip those ends off, and then we'll continue to fit the seal to the front. So back inside the drum then, just peel the outer lip over the edge, just like that. And you want to be putting this over the edge like that, all the way around. So at this point it should look something like that. You may want to remove the door if you haven't already, and you may want to get a screwdriver just to get this edge in there behind the hinge, because it can be a little bit tricky. Now all we need to do is refit the front retaining band and do a rinse. So fitting the band then, what I tend to do and what I think you should do is, you have the spring here, put it just over to the left hand side there under the hinge, and you can just slot that in and run your way all the way around with the band. It is important not to stretch the band as well, because otherwise it will not have any tension on the seal. And that's it. So now just replace the lid. It sits over like that, and then pushes forward, screw that on. So now you can plug your machine back in and run a rinse cycle. You want to be keeping an eye out for any leaks. Once you're happy the machine isn't leaking, before you go and cancel the machine, just make sure that the machine is completely filled, because some of these do a two-stage rinse. So like this one, it will fill up, it will tumble for a couple of minutes, then it would fill up again to a higher level. So you're probably better off just letting the machine run the full rinse cycle, and then if you're happy with that, you can cancel the program and drain the machine. And that was how to change a door seal on this Indesit or Hotpoint washing machine / washer dryer. Like I say, if you've got a washing machine, you don't need to worry about the dryer parts, because it won't have it. Thanks for watching.